All right, let's talk about the insurance industry because something huge is happening right under the surface. It's a kind of silent revolution, and it's not about new policies or regulations. It's a massive, fundamental pivot toward intelligence. And honestly, if you're not making this shift, you risk getting left behind. So let's break it down. For decades, the insurance business has been, well, pretty stable, right? It's run on a solid foundation. But AI is coming in and shaking that foundation right to its core. We all saw how it completely transformed the tech giants. And now that exact same power is knocking on the door of finance and insurance. It's going to change everything, from underwriting all the way to client relationships. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question of all. Are you ready? Because that massive wave of hyper-efficiency we saw take over the tech world, it's not just a ripple on the horizon anymore. Oh no, it's here, and it is about to crash right into the insurance industry. And let's be perfectly clear, this isn't some far-off theory you read about in a textbook. The AI wave is a real, powerful, competitive force, and right now, it's starting to draw a line in the sand between the winners and those who are going to get left behind. The most crucial takeaway here is actually pretty simple. It's no longer a question of if you should adopt intelligent tools. The real question is how fast can you do it? Your speed of adoption is what will directly impact your ability to compete and keep your clients. It's literally the new defining factor for who's going to lead the market. So, how does this AI wave actually change the game for you day to day? Well, it basically throws out the old playbook and introduces a whole new set of rules for what it takes to win. The old strategies, they're quickly becoming obsolete. In this new era, your competitive advantage is going to be built on three main pillars. First up, operational efficiency. We're talking about using AI to automate all that boring, repetitive stuff so you can work way faster. Second, service consistency. This is all about making sure every single client gets that same high-quality experience, not just your biggest accounts. And third, client management. This is about making a huge shift from being reactive to proactive, using data to anticipate what your clients need before they even ask. You master these three areas and you're going to win. But here's the catch. There's a huge problem. Most professionals out there are trying to compete in this brand new era using old, outdated tools. And that's exactly how they fall into what's called the generic software trap. What's really going on is there's this structural gap in the market. Just think about it for a second. On one side, you have these massive one-size-fits-all software platforms. And on the other side, you have the specific day-to-day things an insurance professional actually needs to do. And right in between them, there's this huge chasm. And this is where that mismatch becomes crystal clear. On the left, you've got the big, generic systems. You know the ones. They try to be everything to everyone. Finance, real estate, insurance, you name it. And the result? They're bloated, they're complex, and they have a super steep learning curve. But on the right, you have what an insurance pro really needs. Tools that get their specific workflows, solve their core pain points, and are just fast and efficient. It's a fundamental conflict. Now, this mismatch isn't just a theory. It creates real daily frustrations. I'm talking about software that's overly complex and a nightmare to learn, that lacks the specific features you actually need for insurance, and that completely fails to solve your biggest headaches. The result? You're just wasting hours and hours on admin work instead of focusing on your clients. So what's the solution? Well, it's not about working harder, that's for sure. It's about working smarter. The answer is a specialized approach, using tools that are actually designed from the ground up for the job you do. Now, this number should really stop you in your tracks. A staggering 90% of the features in generic software platforms are completely useless for insurance professionals. Think about that for a second. 9 out of every 10 features are just digital dead weight. It's clutter that slows you down and gets in your way. But when you strip away that 90% of junk, you get to replace it with what actually matters. You get full process work management, so you can see tasks from start to finish. You get automated templates to stop all that repetitive data entry. You get smart reminders, which means you never miss a follow-up or a renewal. And you get intelligent client data analysis that helps you spot risks and opportunities, letting you make better decisions faster. And the ultimate goal here is a simple but really powerful shift in focus. It's all about getting your valuable time back from those administrative tasks so you can pour it into what truly matters, building great client relationships and growing your business. These specialized tools are the key that unlocks that potential. So let's bring this all together. This is not about some short-term productivity hack. Adopting a specialized, intelligent approach is about building a durable, long-term competitive edge that's going to secure your future.
And I really want this to sink in. In the AI era, your technology is no longer just a support function. Your choice of tools is now a critical, competitive weapon that will directly determine your success. It's that important.
And here's the payoff. It's a compounding effect. The right tools create an efficiency advantage. That efficiency lets you deliver way better service, which builds a client advantage. And together, those two things solidify your position in the market. It's a powerful chain reaction that builds a sustainable, future-proof career. So I'll end with this question for you to think about. As this industry continues to evolve, and it is evolving fast, will the tools you use be an anchor, weighing you down with complexity and inefficiency? Or will they be your engine, propelling you forward with focus, power, and intelligence? The choice you make now is what will define your future.